You're watching Money on Main Street. I'm Giovanna Derpick. Alan Fromm and Ann Strauss have faced several challenges in this tough economy, such as job loss, relationship pressures, and a bleak outlook on retirement. They share their stories in hard times lost on Long Island, and they're hoping their struggles shed new light on those unemployed, not just for months, but for years.
I was struck by lightning when I was 15. I had heart trouble when I was 21.
There's been an explosion deep below the...
I was at the World Trade Center. I just started a new job when it was bombed the first time.
And Alan Fromm was also in one of the World Trade Center towers during 9/11. Given that kind of history, being unemployed was relatively manageable for Fromm at first. Then, as several months turned into nearly 2 years of unemployment, panic set in.
Do we put gas in the car? Do we, put bread on the table? Do we pay the electric bill? It's tough, and I never really thought I'd be in a situation like that. And it's not only is it tough, it's embarrassing also.
So imagine being asked to have your personal struggle being documented for the big screen in a film called Hard Times, Lost on Long Island. Fromm, a married father of two whose career is in corporate training, hesitated at first, but then he realized
it's important. It needed to be told. The people need to know what's going on. The politicians need to see what's going on and how it affects families.
Being unemployed for 2 years is not just a financial loss. It's an emotional loss. It's a loss of friendships. People disappear.
Ann Strauss says she never expected her 2 years of unemployment to stretch into 4 years. But it has. She allowed Levin to chronicle the ups and downs of her job search for one simple reason.
Unemployment is something that happens in all parts of society and among professional people.
She's part of a growing class of professionals who've been unemployed for an extended period of time. They're college educated, they're experienced, and they're desperate to find jobs. It's the focus of Levin's film about the economy and its effects on families on Long Island, a place typically known for affluence.
It's just awful. This, for me, has been more difficult than 2 rounds of cancer. I swear.
That's Mel Strauss, Ann's husband, who survived stage 4 lung cancer. The native Long Islander spent most of his career working in banking, making a 6-figure salary. Now, at the age of 67, he's had to accept a job selling men's clothes for $9 an hour.
It changes in every facet of your life.
On most days, you can find Mel at his computer, hoping he'll eventually be hired for a job he's actually qualified for.
Financially, emotionally, relationship-wise, I am thoroughly embarrassed by this. This is not the way I was raised.
Ann also spends days on end at her computer. She says her house has become like a prison.
It's like it's a beautiful jail. We can't get out. We can't leave.
At first glance, the Strauss' big house in Smithtown gives the appearance that everything's okay. But a closer look reveals things aren't okay. The only reason she and her husband have been able to even continue living in their home is because the home is paid off. They wiped out their 401k to pay off the mortgage before the economic downturn. But they've been unable to sell it. Fromm is now hoping to rebuild his 401k. Nearly 2 years of unemployment wiped out his family's savings. He hopes this film will be a wake-up call to children.
Save. Put away money. Don't spend what you don't have. Try to stay out of debt as much as you can, because that's one of the things that did get us into a bind. We had a lot of debt, and we didn't have all that much saved.
Retirement seems far away to Fromm, who was finally able to land a job in his field. How has this impacted retirement?
I'm going to retire when I'm 124 at this rate.
Mel Strauss kisses his wife and pets his dog Cookie goodbye as he heads off to the only job he's been able to find recently. He reflects on what the American dream means to him in this new reality.
Coming home, spending some time with my wife and my dog, having a few years of peace. I'm 67. I ain't got that many years left. I just want some peace.
Fromm's fortune finally changed. He says he now has a great job in corporate training and is getting back on track financially. Now Mel and Ann are hoping their luck will also turn around, and they'll be grateful for what they once thought they'd never be without: a good job. But for now, Ann is grateful for what she has and what she's learned.